Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Everybody, and welcome back to another episode of All Things Beauty. I am your host, S. Murray, and today I have my returning guest with me, Miss Antoinette Staples.
Hey, S. How's it going,
It's
girl?
going good. How have you been doing?
I've been good. Now the sun is out. The streets are dry, girl. I'm good.
All right. So how did you make out for during Hurricane Harvey?
You know what? We did really good. We didn't really get any water. Well, we didn't get any water inside the house, which is the most important thing. But we did have it in the streets around us and everything. So traffic was really bad the first few days. Those road closures were a mess, but we're good.
Good. I'm glad to see, because you guys were supposed to come in and do the MTV show.
I know. I was looking. My sister and I watched the awards too.
And you know what? That show was a bore.
It was. And Tony and I watched because I was like, Esther, we need to do this show. And so we watched it the whole night. And then when you text me, you said, so as you probably guessed, we won't be having the show. And I was like, okay, well, I'm about to watch Lifetime.
Because I was like, oh my God, snooze.
Yeah, it was really bad. And then as a host, I was just like, come on, they got to do better with these jokes. She
was dry.
She was.
And then the entertainment, the performances were just,
they just should have did better.
Yeah.
They just should have did better. They did bad.
I wouldn't even have been mad if you guys decided, you know what, forget this. Let's just do something else, because it was,
it really was. I didn't laugh at one single joke. Those performances were hot mess, but she actually did wear some nice dresses. So as she changed, I don't know how many times throughout the night, and her clothes were really nice.
Awesome. So speaking about nice dresses, let's tell me about what you got on your lips, because that looks really
nice.
Nice.
Thank you, girl. Okay, so I don't know if any of the viewers have heard of ColourPop Cosmetics, but this is actually one of their ultra satin lip shades, and it's called The Rabbit. And then I mixed it with Flat Out Fabulous by MAC.
Oh yeah, those two do complement each other.
Thank you.
What made you put them together?
Girl, I said, well, let's see, we need deepness around these corners a little bit. And when you do like this, it's not like a lip stain really. So they have a tendency to kind of bleed on the outer part. So I wanted something a little bit darker, and they almost look the same, but not really. Yeah, so that's why I did it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And for me today, I am also wearing a MAC color lipsticks, and since we're talking about Fenty Beauty, I decided to pull out my Riri Ho. If you remember, this came out in a collection years and years ago, and now today this lipstick goes for a lot of money.
I know,
a lot of money. And so this one's called Ho, and it's kind of like a what you want to call it, like a dark and plumish type of color, and it's a retro matte, so it goes on really dry.
Yeah.
And so that means it also stays really well as well. And when I first got this color, I was so gung ho about this color. But
It still looks good. Yeah.
I've been using the heck out that thing. Child almost thing. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna talk about Fenty Beauty and later on in the show. But first, before we get into that, let's talk about these brows, child. Where did it come from?
I have no idea, honey. I have no idea where these brow trends came from, but I just like to say some stuff just needs to be left where it's at. You know, like we really don't need to be walking around with these squiggly brows, these braided brows, and all that other stuff. We need to keep it simple and keep it natural with the brow.
I would say like one of the very first shows we did here on this on All Things Beauty was about the brow, because we know how important the brow is, kind of like the focal point of your face.
It really is.
So why would you want to mix it up with this
I
mess?
have no idea. And you know, I said, okay, I mean, if it's Halloween, then I can see like looks 3 through 8. Number 1 and 2, I think those are pretty classic, right? I think that they will be trends forever. That carved out brow, I think that's something that makeup artists will continue to do. But number 1 is really what's in style now. That full brow, like not really defined, but just a nice full natural brow. So my eyebrow lady and I, we've been kind of having it out, because you know, every time I go get my eyebrows threaded, I keep telling her, stop touching my, you taking too much hair off my eyebrow. I'm trying to get the full brow like number 1. And you setting me up for failure.
You know who also wears their brow just like that for number 1? Beyonce wears hers full like
she
that.
Does.
It looks very natural and very full.
Absolutely,
the same way.
You're right. And they typically, when they do that, you notice that there's a less defined shadow in the brow, so they don't really put a brow bone. That shade kind of blends all the way up into the top. Now I'm not really sure. You see, just like she does there, right? And so that's kind of the look with that brow, but it's in now and it looks good.
We're gonna talk about that later on with the New York Fashion Week. But yeah, that squiggly brow, people, let's go ahead and let that go.
Let it go.
Let's
let
go.
it go.
Let it go.
As
And then not only they squiggling the brow, they squiggling the lips too.
Oh, stop it. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. It looks a little clownish.
It
and yeah, you know. So I think, you know, when we talk about beauty trends, this is not beautiful. You know what I mean? When we talk about all things beauty, this is not beautiful. And so I just feel like if you are a true friend, tell your friend, friends don't let friends walk out with squiggly brows.
Way to switch that up. And you know what? The dark skinned girl in the picture, her makeup is perfect.
Yeah, it is. And she messed it up with that squiggly brow. And then they're not even the same. Look at it. One dip down, one dipped up in the front. You see that? Her makeup is very pretty though.
Very,
other
very
than that,
nice.
yeah, we ought to wipe those brows off and just do that normal
And then
brow.
the other lady with the squiggly lips. Oh God, that's just
you know what she looks like with that look? I mean, kind of like some of the people you see on that show Botched. You ever seen that show Botched?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, and they would do something like that.
Yes. And they're all the ones on the Botched are always so dramatic.
I mean,
done something is.
Yeah, it's horrible, and it looked like that.
Yes.
And
then I believe I have just a squiggly lip picture that I wanted to show you that I had got off the internet. And I was like, wait till she see this. She's gonna be like, what's really going on? It looks like
a little scary. You know, like that old movie, The Blow Up.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. It's on her, growing out of her lips. That is just horrible. I don't think that you should do that at all. They need to throw that trend back, way back.
Yes. It looked like she got something like a herpes. Something.
I know. It's just not pretty. Even if that you know what, that lipstick might actually look nice if it wasn't for
the
squiggly
I wonder
lines.
how they even get
I don't
that
even
going.
know.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not with this particular trend.
Me either.
No, let's not.
Okay, let's hang that one up.
All right, so let's get into it. So yes, last week we got hit by storm.
Yes,
right.
we
It was
did.
all over. I didn't even know it was coming.
We literally got hit just like that.
I was like, wait a minute, everybody posted about this doggone Fenty Beauty.
I know, Rihanna. Yes.
She hit the market with her new makeup line. I wasn't ready. Did you know it was coming?
I had no idea. I mean, because I think we were all still on KKW Beauty, right? We still all are trying to figure out what
What's
what
going
shades
on
work
now?
for us on that whole line. And so I don't think we actually tuned in to the fact that Rihanna was coming out with something.
We didn't. I did. And apparently a lot of people knew too.
I know.
I didn't know. But yeah, she came out with, if not only did she come out with a line or just a product, she came out with an entire line.
Yeah, she did.
Right, and you said it's like 40 shades of foundation.
It is. Yeah, it's 40 different shades of foundation. And so there are the tubes there. I think it's packaged really nice, very simple, not too much. And yeah, so she has a wide array of shades for all skin tones. And I saw her speaking about the product just the other day, and she was saying that she was very passionate about it being true to all skin tones because we all have different undertones in our skin, and many cosmetic lines don't cater to women of darker skin tones. Yeah. So
yeah, I agree. And then like we were talking yesterday, you can go into any Sephora now and all the darker ones are all gone.
Yep, just absolutely gone. You know, actually Haley, who's been on the show before, she did a quick review of it, and she was saying that one of the challenges that she runs into is that she often has to buy 2 shades to mix to get the right shade for her. But she actually tried the Fenty Beauty line and she loved it.
Really?
She had it on for a few hours for a wedding.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I think that goes to show a lot of makeup companies or a lot of cosmetic companies that we buy makeup,
right,
and that you should definitely try to cater more to your colored women, you know,
absolutely,
of colors. Because if she's selling out like this, that means we're out there buying the makeup.
Absolutely. I think Black women are all about the beat face, and so they are all about the trends. What is new out? Let's try it. Let's get it on. We are the ones YouTubing up and down on these, you know, these makeup videos. And so I think, yeah, you're right. That is a niche market, and I think that you should cater to African American women if you really want to sell your products.
I agree, definitely agree. So we did get to go out and try the products, and so the first thing we want to talk about, of course, is the price point.
Yes,
it is affordable.
It is affordable.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
right.
I said thank you, Rihanna.
Yeah,
because we not all Rihanna. We thank you for making it price friendly for us.
Right, because she could have went anywhere from Marc Jacobs and you know those type of price. Tom Ford is really expensive, and but she kept it around the MAC range. Yeah, so this is her with Kylie. I said, oh, so is she? She tapped into. She said,
I wonder are they doing a collaboration or something going on? They just competing.
But yeah, so as far as price point, I think it's very affordable for us, and it's also found a lot in Sephora makeup, Sephora stores.
Absolutely, yeah. And as I was sharing with you, as you know, when I went to the store, they were pretty much sold out of most of the shades, but everyone was there trying to get a sample. So if you are interested in trying it, it's only sold at Sephora right now, but you can get a sample. They will match you and give you a sample to try. And I think with as much as they gave me, it's at least 2 applications worth.
Okay, awesome. And then not only with the price point, we also wanted to talk about the packaging. So I got some of the packaging here. This is one of the foundations. So what you think about this box packaging?
I love it.
You love it.
I do. I think it looks really nice.
It's very, very sleek, very, very nice. I like it, Rihanna. You did a really good job because I know a lot of people pay attention to packaging.
Right, because you know MAC just has a standard black. Yes. I mean, nothing else. And this is actually really nice, kind of stylish and sleek. I like it.
So as we pull out the foundation now, I got this foundation, but it is way too dark for me. Yes, I tried it.
I looked at that now. Ask what you putting that in.
But yeah, so one thing is really good about the particular bottles is you can see the shade.
Right.
Come on, you can see the shade. That is important. Like this worst thing to do is go to the store and have to open all the bottles.
Yes.
And pumping out for your life.
That's true. That's just like when the guy matched me yesterday and he was going for one shade at first. I was thinking, sir, that does not match me. I can clearly see through that bottle and that is not my shade.
But before we go on and we're talking about financing, this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt. from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't even have a savings account. Don't become one of those statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463, or you can email them at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in the complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces and the new ages of financial service. Ooh, that is a lot. So yeah, and so then with the packaging, it comes with this really nice pump. I haven't used liquid foundation in forever.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because you can definitely make it lighter if you want to, and it's buildable, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm have you touched it?
Yes, I did, and it really is light. It's almost like
light.
Honestly, it's almost like a Maybelline or L'Oreal Cosmetics foundation would be. Almost like it seems like a watery base. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. And I have a little bit of it on. I try to put a little bit on, but I end up having to cover it up because it was just too dark. But that's very lightweight. Yes. I don't feel weighed down. You know, I don't feel cakey makeup or whatever like that. So I think it's a pretty. Now, if I would have got my color, maybe that would have been better. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good. And I think the foundation is the core of the line. Right?
It is. Yeah, it is. And so when you think about the coverage overall, I think you like you said, you can compare it to some of the other lines like MAC Cosmetics, the Studio Fix, or the Matchmaster. It's comparable to some of those.
I agree.
I talked to the guy about it oxidizing because I was told that the foundation oxidizes. And so he said, well, I really wouldn't say that it oxidizes. I would say it just sets like paint. And so he says, so when you put it on, you might need to go a shade lighter than you. So because it sets a little bit darker.
Now, tell everyone what you mean by oxidizing.
Sure. So if your foundation oxidizes, you will notice some people, or you put on a foundation and it changes throughout the day. So you might put on, you thinking, oh yeah, I'm cute, this is the perfect match, and midway through the day you're looking a little red, by nighttime you're a little orange. You know, that's oxidized. So that is oxidizing. You want to avoid foundations that oxidize. You want to come back home the way that you left. And so some of the foundations really do that, and you might purchase it and it's the perfect color, but as time progresses, when it oxidizes, it's not your shade, and it's not the correct shade for you anymore. So
yeah, and that's tough too, because you already went and purchased that bottle and used that bottle, and then here you come back looking like a whole different person.
It's just not good. So he said that this foundation does not do that. It just sets.
Okay. And so the very next thing I've decided to pick up was one of the highlighting sticks. And so this one is called a shimmer stick. It's called a match stick shimmer stick. And so I decided to go with the color chili mango because I was like, oh yeah, women of color, we love our oranges, right?
Come on, especially in this time.
Yes. You want to glide that on, see how that works?
Yes, absolutely.
And so if you blend it out, I think it's the only thing. Now I did try to use this on the side of my face. The only thing I found with this, it is hard to blend with the normal brush. You have to use a little bit more force with this particular color.
Yeah. So you want to make sure you don't make no mistakes.
Yeah. but once it's blended out, it does turn out to be a really nice
I'm looking
color.
at that on my hand now. I went a little light because we didn't know we was working up here. And you see, that's nice. It's a nice little shimmer,
nice
right there.
little glow.
I
think
like
it'd be really
that.
nice
So
on
what
your
I
skin
would
tone.
say for ladies trying this, also, if you put water on your sponge, if you use beauty blenders, you can put a little water on there, and that'll help blend it out for you.
That's a great idea. The very next thing that I picked up from there was the Freestyle Highlighting Duo. Child. So I went for that. I was looking for that trophy wife. Did you see that one?
Yes,
the goldy gold one sold out.
Yeah, sold out everywhere. The guy told me they sold out in 2 days.
Wow, Riri. So this is the highlighting. So here's my question for you, makeup artist lady. What would be the difference for me using a highlight like this versus this?
There is no need to have both. So don't go crazy buying all these products.
Okay.
So I think that you need to purchase one or the other, to be honest with you. Honestly, this one here, and this is the little stick that she has, right? So if you use this, you can actually use this with the bronzer on your face, and that's it. You know, if you want to use a tinted moisturizer, this would be perfect for that. This one here is more if you're going to actually use a whole look. You're doing a whole look on your face. You got a full face of foundation. You would want to apply something like this. This is also, this one could be used for several things. So this darker shade here with less shimmer could be used for blush. And the other one can be used as the highlight. So you have both. It serves both purposes. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend.
Okay, cool. And then again, we're looking at the packaging, really sleek. Everyone loves that. I guess kind of got like that pinkish, whitish color.
It kind of almost looks like it would be it's Mary Kay or Fashion.
Oh, it sure do. It sure do.
It reminds me of Fashion Fair a little bit.
Yes, a little bit. So yes, that's the. And then this compact comes with a mirror. And then lastly, I picked up one of the. Now this is the Matchstick Trio Concealer Contour Highlight Kit.
Yeah.
Again, this is another kind of like getting some of the.
Yeah, it's just all. Just get it on.
But what's really cool about this is they all stick together. Did you know they're
girl, no. Come on, Rihanna.
Hello.
Yeah. Make sure you don't lose it. Now, how many women can honestly say you lose your stuff when it's separate like that? You're like, where is my concealer? Now she fixed that problem for us.
Now, you know what this kind of reminds me of? That when we were talking about KK Beauty is very reminiscent of the packaging. Very reminiscent because doesn't she have that the one?
She does.
And the one.
She does.
I don't like your shade face. I don't like your shade face. But yeah, so this one I picked. I don't know if it's my color or not, but
I don't know if there's any of our color.
Yeah.
Rihanna and who?
The highlight stick, I guess.
Yes.
Right? Ooh, it's kind of peachy there.
That is a little peachy.
Ooh.
Blend it out real good, girl. Blend it out real good.
And then it also comes with a highlighting stick as well. Another repeat of the same product.
Yes.
Well, you really wouldn't.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Ladies. One or the other.
One or the other. You really wouldn't need all of these. She really went heavy on the highlighting.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
I know it's a trend now though, because some people are using their highlighters for their cheekbones. They use it for their eyelids. They even put a little bit of it on their lips. So it serves multiple purposes. So that's probably why she went crazy.
Okay.
With it.
And then of course the contour stick as well. I think I could get it. Well, this is my color, so maybe not.
Yeah.
This couldn't really contour me too well. I would look a little bit more ashy.
Right, you know, right, And so as you put all those things together, I'm wondering what would be our final look once we got done with this thing.
One big ashy
Right.
But yeah, look, one big ashy mess.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I do actually like this. I think this product here is really nice, and I could see us using it and trying the foundation too.
Yes, I definitely would. But hats off to Riri, right? Getting out there, tapping into the market. Everybody need a hustle these days.
That's right, everybody. And there's so much to do and so much opportunity in the beauty industry. So I think that's why they're all going for it.
And then she has a huge name out there, so
yeah, she
might
does.
as well put your name behind something, right? All right. So Facebook, this concludes our. Oh wait a minute. Let's say hello to some of the people out there. Tamara, hey Tam.
Hey there.
How you doing? Ayoba, what you doing watching here? Deb. Hey, Deb. You know Deb?
I do know Deb. That's my girl. Hey, Deb.
And then Elle. Hey, Latoya. What's going on? She probably wanted to see what we were talking about this makeup.
Yeah, she did.
And then my supportive Boo. Hey, Boo.
So cute.
Oh, she said, hey.
Hey, sis.
All right, so Facebook Live, this concludes our Facebook session today. Don't forget to subscribe to the show. We're going to get into New York Fashion Week. Today was the last day, right?
The 13th. Is it today? Tomorrow.
Today. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about New York Fashion Week. We're going to get into these makeup looks, these runway looks, these celeb looks. And don't forget to review the show. Let us know how you were doing. We want to hear from you. Don't forget that we are on iTunes, Google Play Store, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. And don't forget to also share with your family. We want them to see this. They need to be able to see this, right?
There's some good stuff on here.
Yeah, man. Then don't forget to donate. We talking about some real live stuff here.
That's right.
And stuff need to get paid. So yeah, let's donate to our mission to enrich and inspire content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. You can either do a single donation or you can do a monthly subscription donation. We need it all.
That's right.
So thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
All right. So yes, we talked about the beauty trend. So let's talk about New York Fashion Week. Huge.
Yes, it is huge.
Right? It's
I desperately want to go to New York
You
Fashion
do?
Week. I really, really do. And so I actually have a sorority sister who's a news anchor in New York, and she got to cover some of the shows out there this year. So I was like, that is so cool. She was posting all her stuff on Instagram. I was like, you better go, girl.
Wow, that is huge.
Yeah.
This is like the big. Are they do it? I know twice a year.
They do it twice a year.
Is the fall one the more popular or the spring?
I think the fall.
The fall one.
I think the fall is. Yeah. And I also, I mean, this is because we makeup lovers. IMATS isn't it in LA? I want to go there.
I used to always want to go there.
Yep, I want to go there. I just feel like if you're not living till you, if you love makeup until you go to IMATS and stuff, I want to definitely do that. But I think it would be cool to step on the runway. Sierra, we gonna talk about her in a little bit, but Sierra was there. I would have got me a selfie with Sierra, girl. I like Sierra.
I didn't know you were a huge Sierra fan.
No, I'm not really a huge fan, but I like her style. I love the way she
yes.
dresses, so I really like her.
I mean, she evolved so well, and her hair down to her,
I love it.
Oh God, and then the snap back.
Yes, it's so real.
Yes. So let's get into, since we're talking about celebrities, let's get into some of the celebrity sightings that we've seen out there. The very first one, we got to talk about Miss Fashionista herself, Kim Kardashian.
Yes, let's talk about her.
Yes.
She went back she had black hair. That's their staple look for her and Courtney. But for Fashion Week, she's back to the blonde. She's back with the blonde hair again. And I actually like it.
You think so?
I do. I do not like it as much as her black hair, but I do like it. I think it looks really good. It's edgy. It looks like an edgy look. What is the X-Men? Was it what's Halle Berry character?
Storm.
Storm. It almost looked like Stormish. You know what I mean? But it's cute.
Yes, it definitely opens her up.
It does.
Yes,
it definitely does.
And then it gives her a different look with the black, since she's wearing all black.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and her makeup is pretty simple, but that's standard Kim. But it looks beautiful. Nice highlight, not too much. She doesn't even really have much lipstick on, but I don't think she's really a lipstick girl ever. Her lipstick's normally nude.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks perfect. It's beautiful on her.
I love it. And then she's always wearing the latex look. That is her look. She loves that little latex look. I like it too, Kim. Hey.
Say, I've been working hard. I've been working hard for this body. Y'all gonna catch all of this. Yes.
We also got Sierra,
We
since
did
we want to
have
talk about.
Sierra.
Oh my God.
Sierra looks
Slay.
amazing. And
Just
so
slay.
the picture here, I think she was going to the Tom Ford show.
Okay.
Because for this year, which is interesting, right? Because when you look at the celebrities, a lot of them are wearing like fall attire because it's getting colder in New York. But they're going to shows for spring lines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the models are coming out in shorts and flowy dresses, and they're wearing like winter clothes almost. So, but I love this dress, this long hair. It looks amazing. Sierra can rock anything, in my opinion.
I definitely agree. Her long, slender look, I love it. And then now she's picking up this signature look with the split down the middle, kind of like a Naomi Campbell look. Naomi Campbell look. Yeah.
And now that you say that, that's exactly what she looks like. She looks amazing. She was actually going to a party and she had on a purple number. I didn't include it because it was a party. I don't even know who was hosting the party. But she rocked that purple dress. So I'm gonna share it with you though. So I mean, it was such a nice dress. I was like, girl, where you going? I need that dress.
And then since we're speaking about models and slender, I did find Cindy Crawford.
You did?
Yes,
Okay,
supermodel.
I love her.
Extraordinaire Cindy Crawford. Remember her from back in
That
the
lady
day.
is a timeless beauty.
Yes, she seems
like
Cindy Crawford.
She's not aging.
Sir, Cindy Crawford.
That's
Not
Cindy.
Cindy Crawford. Oh, Jesus. We're working on them.
That's not Cindy. There she goes. There she goes.
Yes, Cindy Crawford. Yes, classic, timeless beauty.
And if you notice, it's like in all three celebrities, everybody has on black. In some capacity, everybody has on black. She's got this nice long coat on, not doing too much. She's like, I'm here for the fashion, but I'm not trying to necessarily bring the fashion. And it's simple and it's nice. I love it.
I love it too. Again, she's maintained her look, like you said, timeless look as well. Love the look, love the sleekness of her, where you said like she's not doing too much and she still looks good.
You know, she has a beauty line as well.
She sure does.
How to stay ageless. I think it's hereditary, it's genetics, but I mean, you know, okay, we'll buy your products when we get older.
Yes, I definitely agree. And then since he brought it up, let's talk about Cardi B.
Yes, he put it up about Cardi B.
So Cardi B was on her way to the Rihanna Fenty Puma runway show. Which is a little different.
That is different, girl. Let me tell you, I wore those kind of boots when I was a majorette in high school, with a little bit more length on them. But that's what the boots look like. I hate this look.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, but you know what? Go, girl. You do your thing. Fashion is all about your individuality and rocking what you want, how you want to.
Yeah, that's right. And then also, Fenty Beauty, the Puma look is a little bit more eccentric and a little bit more different than the norm. So I think she probably kind of went with what she felt like it was going to be like. But that's Cardi
nice
B.
And fun.
Yes, I had to include her. Just I include her.
Yes, I do know you did, girl. I see that shade, girl. Y'all.
I'm gonna give her some of this Cardi B.
People love Cardi B. Listen, she makes me laugh though. I mean, she really does, because some of the stuff is unbelievable. And so I get a good laugh out of Cardi B every now and then. I'm like, now that was funny, girl.
The kids love her.
Yeah,
too.
they do. They really do. Some of my grown friends love Cardi B. I'm like, now you just need to stop it.
And then we had Nicki Minaj. She was also at the same Puma Fenty runway show. We had her, and she again rocking a little.
So you know what I'm noticing? Her and also Cardi B with their hair. Their hair is like really, really long, almost to the floor.
Yes.
So is that a trend we starting?
I don't know. With the split down the middle, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, that's a lot of hair. It is. And so that is their staple though. You know what I mean? Not everybody's doing it, but I've seen it on Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Yeah, I've seen it. And like we were just talking about Sierra with the part down the middle.
That's right.
Hair down.
Yep.
And then Kim was wearing her hair
Girl,
just like
give me some hair. Give me some long slick hair and put me a part down the middle.
Oh wow. So since we're talking about runways, let's talk about this portion of the show. This portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. It had nothing to do with runway.
But you need nice teeth when you're walking down the runway, okay?
At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel more comfortable and like they're a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable, but Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness at 713-789-8680. So as we were talking about Nicki Minaj, then we wanted to talk about Paris Hilton.
Yes, let's
another
talk about
fashionista,
her.
right? Yeah, she's very, very. You picked all the fashionistas.
I did. Look at that.
Yes.
Now I would wear that. That is so nice.
That is awesome.
I like her hair slicked back with that nice ponytail. I mean, she is really rocking it. I love this whole look.
But now she's very well known for her fashion statements and things like that. And again, we see them rocking the all black, as you said.
That's right. And if you look at her makeup, she probably have on that stick from Fenty Beauty. And she put it all around the edges and blended it in. You know,
look
kind
of shadowy.
Yeah,
she was sitting underneath the what you call that little when they go to the tanning
bed.
Yeah, she been sitting in the tanning.
And got a little shine and a little shimmer. She probably used the Fenty Beauty. We see you, Paris. We see you, girl.
Oh my God, you are so crazy. Oh God. And then who else do we have? Who else do we have left? I know we had Nicki, we had Cardi B, Cindy Crawford, and then we had one more. Oh, Gabby. I had to bring this up. I saw this and I was like, not Gabby. What are we doing?
Now, I wonder who designed this. Like, I wonder who she's wearing. Because she typically does really well.
She does.
Because for her body type, I think she clothes herself really well. She always looks really nicely dressed. I don't know what that is.
She looked extremely homely in this.
It looks older.
I wasn't a fan.
Like older, like grandmother. You know what I mean? Like my grandmother would wear that matching outfit like that with a sweater matching the pants. Who designed it?
I don't know. And then her hair wasn't complimentary. I don't know. Can you flash the picture one more time, Elijah, so we can see? Yeah, her hair.
It's a little rough.
She didn't do it for me here. Yeah, I don't know, but she was definitely on her way to a show.
And you know what? She might be in line with the designer. Like whomever the designer was, I could only imagine that would be why she is wearing
so homely.
it. Yeah. I think that ultimately she might be paying, some respect to the designer and put that on. Because for what we know for Gabby, that's not her. No.
I don't like it.
We're gonna let her make it.
Okay. All right. We're gonna let her make it. And I think I had one more person or one more look to show on there. Did I have another one? I think I had one more. No? We can move on. Why are you looking like So then we wanted to talk about some of the looks on the runway, right? Yep. Makeup looks, since we are talking about makeup today. You pulled out some looks.
I did.
For us. And so as I can see one thing, everybody doesn't look like they have a full face.
And that's the trend now. I really think that less is more is starting to be the trend. So while these girls don't look like they have that much makeup on at all, they still serving us. They still serving us with those looks. So with this look here, it's all about the eyeliner, right? They're really heavy on the eyeliner. And I wouldn't say it's a wing, like a normal wing liner. I don't know what that is. But it looks good with their hair. But I saw a lot of the designers had the same makeup look on their models as well. So just really heavy on the liner. Some even had a little shimmer on the liner, and that was it. Those full brows that we saw before, and pretty much nothing else on the face.
What I've noticed even from One Way Looks period is that they really don't even. It doesn't seem like they really go hard when it comes to makeup. They may put an eyeshadow here, a lipstick there, or something simple like this. It's more focal point on the clothes.
And so when you look at that, kind of like that highlight in the eye, in the tear duct area, kind of going down into the face, I'm like, okay. I mean, we've done that before. That highlight kind of in your tear duct area. But you don't want to do that every day.
Yeah.
But occasionally you're going out at night, you might want to add some shimmer in a few places, and that would look nice. But I think you need to put on some lashes, some eyeliner, something.
Is that what we're missing?
That's what we're missing, because they actually, in that model, if you bring that photograph back up, that model actually doesn't have anything else on her face.
She doesn't.
Nothing at all. And so I think if you look at her brows, her brows aren't even really defined at all. She doesn't have any mascara on. I'm a mascara girl. I don't leave home without it. I have with some mascara in my car. So I think every lady needs to have mascara. So if you do this look, make sure you put some mascara on your eyes. And they also have clear mascara. So if you don't want it to be black, you don't want it to be too bold, put on a clear mascara to define your lashes a little bit. Yeah,
that's some great, awesome advice. I remember I used to wear clear mascara like before I was scared to look clumpy look.
So just right. So being funny. So when people travel to the beach, and so some people really just put on a full face, or they go into the pool and they put on a full face. Don't you do it. So you don't want to put on like black mascara, but you put on clear mascara. Highlight your face in some areas, and you look sun kissed, and you don't have full makeup on.
Look
so that's something else you can do.
I didn't even thought about that. Okay, hey. Yeah, so let's look at some other makeup looks that we have out there. What else do we have? Now I know you had.
There was one look. Okay, yeah, and that's a closer look at that. So what about that? Can you see yourself doing that? And I do like that haircut. That's cute.
The haircut is very, very nice.
That is very nice. But can we see ourselves with this eyeliner?
No. And not, especially without eyelashes. No. Not that thick.
No,
not that thick. But it is very runway-esque.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So if you're out for the night, go ahead and do it. But so the next look that we had, I think it was more bolder shadow, which a lot of people
yeah.
are venturing away from, but we did see that on the runway.
Yes.
And so they had shades of yellows,
The yellow
and orange.
shadow.
I do think partially that's because it was for the spring lines. So they wanted to be a little bit bolder with still being subtle and on the entire face. So look at her face. She doesn't have any makeup on really anywhere else except for on the lids and right there in the front of her eyes. And so I would not wear that.
I would be afraid.
Yes. But I do like her hair. And so they are doing these models' hair.
Yeah,
How
they
about
are.
that? Her hair looks pretty.
Yes. Now I think we need to let the viewers know there is a huge difference between runway makeup and everyday, everyday
red makeup. Think long and hard before you put red eyeshadow on. You know, especially if you don't know what you're doing, it can turn bad really quickly.
Really?
And so you want to make sure that if you don't know what you're doing, then you only want to put it in certain places, right? Because some people can overdo it. And so you want to avoid putting red eyeshadow all over your lid. I mean, that's just not what you want to do. Now on the runway, they will do that. But on the person going out for the day, that's not in. Those trends are not in for you. So don't do that.
I totally agree. So we do have a makeup look that had some yellow eyeshadow.
Yep.
This is a little bit more risque.
Now, it is, but you can totally do that for the spring, especially. If you had liner on and lashes, that would tone it down.
Yeah.
And so you can definitely get away with yellow in the spring.
Yes, I agree with you. And again, this is another runway look from New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, she had nice highlight. Did you see that?
I did. Now, before we even get into that, let me get to the last portion of the show, which is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting a business or looking for a place to advertise? Do you need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivering platform, including iTunes, Google Play Store, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our rich content and inspired dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every single time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. All right, awesome. So, as a makeup artist, would you put yellow eyeshadow with a yellow shirt like that?
No.
It's too much.
It's too much. Now, like she doesn't have any lipstick on. So I think that you can do that. I think you definitely need to make sure that you're blending your shadow. You don't want to just put yellow and that's it. I think you want to blend it, put something definitely above the crease to deepen it a little bit. And you could even do an earth tone. You know, it can be a lighter earth.
She looked like she has a little orange peachy.
I see a little orange peachy like shade there. And again, we want to put on some mascara. She has on no mascara and she doesn't have on any eyeliner. And so I think you could potentially do that with a yellow top. Normally, I try not to be matchy with my face and my clothing. It's too much.
I agree.
So I try not to do that.
Yeah, let's try. So we have one more look that we can feature today. This was, again, New York Fashion Week. We're looking at the makeup looks that were fashion. And so, again, we're saying that it's all this one color, right? This focal point of your face.
Now, look at this, though. I know that people are really into the deeper lipsticks, especially as we are here in Houston about to approach fall. And I think that lipstick and that look actually looks nice, right? I like that lip color. I think that you can totally do that in some of the upcoming months like October and November. I can see people rocking that lipstick.
All right. Now, would you rock a dark? You scared?
Okay, so let me tell you. I got a little thing. Okay. So I would do like a plum. I will do like a deep berry, even something close to black. Like MAC has a shade called Sin.
Okay.
And have you worn it?
I know what you're talking about.
I love it. It's very, very deep, almost like a dark chocolate brown. I love that color, but I am not the blue, the greens, I just don't do it. But when I looked at her picture, I love that lipstick on her. So I definitely think you can get away with it as long as you don't have too much else going on in your face.
Yes, I definitely agree with you. If you're going to go that bold on the lips, you want to stay neutral throughout the rest of the face.
Right. Don't go smoking out those eyes.
Yeah.
Don't do any of that. Just do the lipstick and that's it. And so I think they're also showing her nails. I mean, her nail color is a very nice shade for this time of year coming up as well.
And then again, there's the bold, thick brow like you were talking about earlier.
Can we just grow our brows back to the days? I remember there used to be a time where I used to want my eyebrows to be really, really thin because I felt like it matured me. I felt like it made me look older. And I feel like I look younger than I am. And so I wanted my brows to be thin because I was like, oh, you look much older when they're thinner. And now I want them to be thicker and it won't grow. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay. And like I said, my eyebrow lady, now we have it out every time I go. She come at me. She trying to take off the top of my brows. I'm like, can you stop? You scaring me.
So how come you don't do your own? You don't want to do your own brow?
So I started tweezing because I'm starting to let them grow back. But I just love the cleanliness of the threading. It just gets it so clean. And so I really like that about it.
And it lasts long too.
But she won't let me be great. My threading lady just won't let me be great. She keeps taking off all my little hair. I get 2 hairs. She take away 1. I'm like, this is progress and you ruining my progress.
Girl, you are full of laughs. Wow. Well, yes. So I really enjoyed covering New York Fashion Week today. Yes. The celebrity looks, the makeup looks, what's coming in for fall.
Yes.
Right?
Sierra is definitely one to follow. I love the diversity of her fashion sense. I mean, you can see her with long, slick hair one day, and then she gonna switch it up and have a bob and something else the next day. So I really like her. And I was like, it makes sense. Sierra at Fashion Week, of course.
And you know what's really also great about Sierra? Her natural face. She doesn't need no makeup.
That's so true. And her makeup artists get it. You know what I mean? They really do.
So they don't really test the waters with her. She's a natural beauty. Definitely.
I love it.
And so before we get off the show today, let's tell the people how to get in how did that get in what we was about to end the show. So before we I don't even know where to go now. So yes, before we end the show, let's tell the people how to get in contact with you and let everyone. I should have maybe next time. Okay, I'll put a picture. But you did my face this weekend.
I did. I had so much fun doing
so we got to talk a lot this weekend. So tell them if they're looking for a makeup artist out there, tell them how to get in contact with you.
So you can find us on Instagram at Glam by Antoinette on Instagram. We also, if you want to book an appointment, you can reach us on Instagram or you can email us at glambytonette@gmail.com. Awesome. And then they have my YouTube channel listed here. If you want a little weekly inspiration, check me out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe.
She's a whole different person.
Yeah.
So quiet and so dainty.
Yeah.
Like, look at her. Yes. And of course, if you want to reach me, if you have any questions about the show, I am at ESSM1 on Instagram, and then Twitter, it's ESSM1. And then I also have a Facebook that's SM and then the number 1 spelled out ONE. Yeah. And then don't forget to subscribe to the show so you can see the rest and tune in tomorrow for the rest of the show. And then don't forget, we also have other shows that you can tune into as well. Yes, we have Startup Masters, which taped right before us, and it's all about starting up your business. They have so much great information on there. And then what tapes right after us is Hashtags. They're talking about all the latest trends. They're probably going to talk about squiggly brow too.
That's right.
And then we have Injustice, G for Gentlemen. Do we have a doc show? They talk about all the things that have to do with your body, taking care of your body, making sure you're eating right and things like that. And then Active 8 as well as a la carte. They be cooking on their job. I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. Gary, do you eating that food? Gary eating the food, Gary. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the show. Thanks for watching. Bye.